I hired the Wynne Law Firm for a child custody case. David was the 5th attorney on my case. I interviewed several others when I was looking for an attorney, and they refused to take my case because of how difficult it was. My ex-husband and I were in the middle of a very intense, very nasty custody battle at the point where 2 out of 3 of my children were completely removed from my care. I was told I would never see them again. My children were told they would never see their sisters again, they would never see me again. I had one attorney that completely had me confused with another client the day that my children were taken from me. And it was, sorry, you've lost your kids, you'll never see them again. After 5 attorneys that had messed up my case, I had been rung through the system, my hope was gone. There was nothing left. No one could hurt me any more than what the courts had already done to me. And David sat down with me and decided that he would be willing to take on my case. David said my case was handled wrong from the very beginning. It would be a very difficult case, but he was willing to fight for my children. And he said it would take about a year before he could turn anything around. He had to fix all the mistakes that had been made. And he did. And every time we went into the courtroom, David knew exactly what was going on. He was a bulldog. We had been sent to counselors. We had been gone through everything at Family Court Services, and the courts were against me. For some reason, they decided that their father needed full custody of the children. And then David got in my corner and he fought for me. I never gave up on my children, but after what I had been through, I didn't see how I would get my children back. I didn't think it was possible. My parents became very involved. The court system actually broke me. I lost everything. I lost my business. I almost lost my home. When the courts turn around and say, you have to pay or you'll never see your kids again, you find a way and you pay the courts what you're supposed to. David was referred through a friend, and she actually came with me for our sit-down interview. I brought my parents and we sat down in the office and we talked for over an hour. And I cried most of the hour because I didn't think I had anywhere to go. David told my mother when he met her at our intake interview that she needed to step back and be a grandmother and let him handle the case, and he did. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. David was very honest with me. He was very straightforward. I had contact with him. I had contact with his staff anytime, day or night, that I needed help. He was available. He gave me a set rate. There were no surprises. There were no extra bills. We knew exactly what we were getting into. I was very pleased. My children were returned to my custody. And now anybody who comes to me and asks me how I got my children back, who I would recommend, what law firm I would go to, I always send them to David Wynne.